Well, it's been sitting all winter since I mowed the last time in the fall. I don't know if you guys remember, the battery came loose and got into the radiator, and the reason the battery got loose is because the sheet metal basically collapsed. So I had new metal bent, so we're going to put that on. But first we need to get it off the old Freightliner. So I guess we'll start with that, huh? So you can see better here what happened. And it just push in like that, and it let the battery hold down come loose. Alright, so it's held on with some spot welds. And you can see one here. Get another one right there, maybe right there. I gotta drill them out and get that plate off. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that side. You can see this is like probably 16 gauge steel. This is what I had made. This is 1/8 inch. So we're going to put this in here. If you notice, I put a second bend in it. Two things: it'll strengthen the front, and second, it'll keep the battery from moving too far each way. So now I need to put this on top of that and trace the holes for the battery hold down. Possibly. I don't know what I'm going to use for hold down yet. Maybe I'll figure that out real quick, because what they had, if I remember right, because it's been months since I took this apart, I think it was a piece of angle that pulled the battery back that way. I think I like the strap over top of the battery better. Not ratchet strap or like that, but you know, all thread coming up. And yeah, I like that better. Let me work on this. So I took the bracket off the frame, marked everything out, of course, beforehand, and now I'm going to weld. This is quite a bit thinner than what I'm working with, so I got to turn the welder down a little bit. But I'm going to weld all the way around this way on 3 sides. I've already drilled the holes for the hold down, so we'll get this welded in, get it cleaned up, and then we're going to paint it. Alright, so I just welded the whole thing all the way down. I don't know if that's the best way to do it, but it is what it is, and you can see how hot it was. You can see I welded that side too. I gotta clean it up and get it ready for paint. Using my vacuum fill to refill the radiator, the cooling system, and my Ford 1520 tractor. Trying to save a little time. Procrastination never pays off. 4 homes to mow. All but 1 tractor is broke down, or all 3 out of 4 broke down. Alright, she's back together. I gave her a quick grease job for the mower deck and the front end and what have you. And no issues. My battery hold down worked okay. I left these long just in case I decide to put a taller battery in, maybe a bigger one, because I've got a Group 31 that may just end up in there. It's going to be a little bit tight getting between 2 hinge mounts, but if this one gives me trouble, that's what's going in there. I saved that out of a vehicle because it's a good battery. There's no sense in buying another one. So now it's time to load this back up. I changed the oil last time, right before we got a hole in the radiator, so look at that. Pay attention to these things. There's a bracket here, and it was kind of pushing down on that hose. Yeah, we're good now. Okay. So anyways, I'm going to take a little bit of antifreeze with me, just in case my vacuum didn't get it all out. But I'm going to fill it up with diesel fuel, and I'm going to have to get over and get mowing. I've got a total of, let me think here, 13 acres to mow. And it's been raining like mad, so we're not getting anything done. So I'm going to have to mow it twice. I'll have the mower deck up higher, get it all knocked down, let it dry at each house. And then once it's dry, I'll start back at the very first house, do it again. So it's going to be a long couple days for me on the mower. Well, since we're going to go mow, We're going to take this mower, I've got it fixed again, and we're going to go ahead and grease it and air up the tires and check the oil and all that, and then we're going to load it up. Let's get at it. We tether the keys to the mowers so we don't lose them, because it never fails. Sometimes we would remove the key, stick it in our pocket, and then come back to mow and we don't have a key. So we just make these little cables and tether it right to the machine. Alright, let's get it strapped down. Now we gotta fuel up the tractor. The tank's in the back of the truck. This door is, I believe, 10 foot wide or 9 foot wide. I don't remember now. It's too narrow for this truck for sure. I have to watch the mirrors. Very, very close to the dually fenders. I mean, it's close. It's not as close as I make it sound. It's got quite a bit of space, but all right. Get this thing brought around here and diesel this thing up. This is so much easier to fuel it like this. Like, I could get off-road diesel fuel and, you know, fill it up that way, but I use on-road so I can use it in anything instead of having to have 2 tanks. There we go. And it's about full there. I don't like to go too full. I like to go over full, that is. Alright, that'll do.
We're headed out today to go mow our other properties since the ground finally dried up a little bit. And it's supposed to be sunny today. We got our tractor back there and the other tractor's behind it. You can't see it, of course, because it's blocked, but so hoping for a good day.
Hopefully we can get it all mowed.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're all finished up finally. And we're headed home.
That Ford tractor mows so nice.
Yeah, it does. It mows fast and it mows nice.
So our mowing's done. Just had one breakdown. Not really a breakdown, but the seat mount. Got these weld-in things here. Spot welded into there, and they rip loose on both sides, so I'm gonna have to pound this back down and put a piece underneath it so it can spread the load, because it's gonna keep cracking, and it's not the right time of year to go and have to tear this whole tub off because the fuel tank's underneath there, so I don't want to be doing any welding to this. So I'm just gonna make a block to go underneath each side and squeeze it back together. Hopefully that'll take care of it. Since I can't get underneath there, I took a washer, a big washer, welded a 5/16 washer to it, and then tack welded a nut to it. So hopefully that'll hold it. Lock washer on this side. Oh yeah. Man, that might do it. Oh yeah. Okay. Now I gotta put the seat and pivot pins back on. Alright, so all the mowing went well. We got the tractor back, we got it fixed, and you know, all that kind of stuff. Everything's put away. Here's a little sneak preview of what we're up to next. This truck is an early 90s International 4700. Don't pay attention to that logo on the hood. It's actually, that's off a bus. It's been replaced, but it's actually a 4700 with a DT 466, Allison automatic, hydraulic brakes, so on and so forth. This is the truck we'll be working on next, so look forward to this video. We got a project going on. There's a lot of changes happening to this truck, so should be pretty good. Some pretty exciting stuff. It's hydraulic brakes, spring ride suspension, and it's all going under the knife. It's going to get some really nice upgrades. So look for that, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.